Have you ever read the story of Cain and Abel and wondered, where in the world did Cain's wife come from? The Bible tells us that after Cain killed his brother Abel, God banished him to the land of Nod. Then it says, Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bore Enoch. But wait a minute, who was she? Where did she come from? If Adam, Eve, Cain, and Abel were the only people on earth, this seems like a huge plot hole. This question has puzzled readers for centuries, and there are a few interesting theories. The most common explanation, and one supported by ancient traditions, is that Cain married one of his sisters or a niece. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds pretty strange to us today. But in the earliest days of humanity, the gene pool was pure, and there were no laws against marrying close relatives. These rules came much later in the time of Moses. The book of Genesis itself mentions that Adam and Eve had other sons and daughters. So it's entirely plausible that Cain married a female relative who isn't specifically named. Another idea is that there were other tribes of people created alongside Adam and Eve. This theory suggests that the Genesis creation story focuses only on the lineage of Adam. But other groups of people existed elsewhere. When Cain was exiled to the land of Nod, which means wandering, he could have found his wife among these other people. However, this interpretation isn't as widely accepted because it seems to contradict the idea that all humanity descended from Adam and Eve. A third perspective is a bit more symbolic. Some scholars believe that the early parts of Genesis aren't meant to be read as a literal, blow-by-blow history. Instead, they see it as a foundational story explaining humanity's relationship with God, sin, and redemption. In this view, the specific details, like who Cain's wife was, are less important than the overarching moral and theological messages. The story is about jealousy, murder, and exile, not a detailed family tree. So, who was Cain's wife? The Bible doesn't give us a clear name or an address. It could have been his sister, a woman from another tribe, or perhaps the story simply wasn't concerned with that detail. It remains one of the Bible's oldest and most fascinating mysteries. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into history's biggest questions. See you next time.